All right, are we rolling?
Oh, shit.
We're rolling. Alex has his Krispy Kreme. Sarah has her apples.
Alex, you got just a box of Krispy Kreme for breakfast?
I did.
To be young. He comes over with like 6
yeah.
croissants, and now he has like
6 Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh, we're just going to watch
This is
him.
something only a guy would do.
Oh, a young guy at that.
Are you drinking milk? Oh my God, I am disgusted. This is insane. What? Did you do this in college? You know what? Never mind. In college, I had a double scoop for ice cream for breakfast for like weeks on end.
Double scoop.
Vanilla?
No, I had rainbow sherbet in a cone. Every
I loved rainbow sherbet, but I was like 8 when I got it, and then I passed a certain age. I think it was
rainbow
8.
sherbet is like,
And I was like, you can't eat rainbow sherbet as an adult.
You can because they sell it in the Baskin Robbins tub at Safeway.
Kids, it's there's some things that are exclusively for kids.
College or kids?
So for
college kids.
So for
That's what they say.
breakfast in college, you would at home. You didn't go to an ice cream shop.
Yeah,
you would
you
at
called
home
it a double
pull
scoop.
out- yeah,
I would
That's
pull. I would have
cool.
one scoop, and then I have another scoop, and then I from my dorm room I could see when like the first we were doing like triple days right for soccer, so I'd watch as the girls started
You
walking
ate that
down.
before soccer?
Yeah. You're eating this before podcasting?
Yeah, during soccer. If I ate this before soccer, I'd shit my pants. This is
Oh well, it was only a double scoop. It wasn't 5 donuts.
What
It's still
characterized
ice
it as a double scoop
Two-
and not just a big bowl?
Well, because it was in a cone. I wouldn't. If it was a
Cone it at home.
yes. If it was just in a bowl, I would say a bowl of ice cream.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, I had this idea in my head, like as a kid, that like because I felt like I was overprotected, probably just like had good parents, that I needed to. My way of rebelling was having a double scoop in a cone. Like, oh, I'm so bad. I had like a double scoop in a cone, and I would watch the girls go down to practice. I was like, okay, it looks like there's enough girls. Like, I should probably head down, and then I'd jump it up and head down there.
Most rebellious kids like try like drugs or something like that. Like you just had ice cream for breakfast.
Double scoop
Yeah.
in a cone.
You double scoop it in a cone. I've been like really missing cones recently. I was trying to find them the other day, but I couldn't find them at Whole Foods. Couldn't find them anywhere. So I've been eating 3 different flavors of ice cream every single night though. So if anyone wants to know,
Oh,
but it's not rainbow sherbet.
I'm surprised.
Me too. I'm trying to eat. Yeah, not rainbow sherbet. I feel like rainbow sherbet's too far, you know?
I mean, that's what I was saying.
But if I wasn't pregnant, I would be taking down rainbow sherbet. But like, what are the colors? Like, that can't be good for me.
Yeah.
So right now I'm eating normal flavors.
I see. What is a rainbow sherbet?
No one knows. That's why I don't know if I should be eating it right now.
Maybe it's orange, strawberry,
like a raspberry, apple.
green.
There's no green in there. It's like orange and red and white.
green.
How are we here?
There's green.
There's no green in rainbow sherbet. Alex, back me.
Miriam.
Why does anyone have to think about this? Nobody's ever seen green in ice cream.
I promise you there's green in rainbow sherbet.
Baskin Robbins.
No,
Baskin
Thrifties.
Robbins.
Thrifty.
Oh, who the fuck is talking about Thrifties right now? Who goes up to
that's where
Baskin
that's
Robbins?
that's the original like claim.
No.
Yeah. Of
I've never
rainbow. When anyone thinks of rainbow sherbet,
They're thinking of Baskin Robbins.
Thrifties.
I'm still seeing green in the Baskin Robbins sherbet also.
Can I see a picture? I've been eating this my entire life, and you think I would have noticed green?
Are you eating the wild and reckless rainbow sherbet?
No, I'm eating regular ass rainbow sherbet. I'm pissed right now. No, I'm not wild and reckless. I'm just rainbow sherbet girl.
Okay, well here's the wild and reckless rainbow sherbet. There's some-
Oh, I've never seen anything like that. That is not my rainbow
Okay.
sherbet.
I mean, it looks strikingly like the other rainbow
Yeah.
sherbet.
But
that
the other
Baskin
rainbow
Robbins
sherbet
makes.
is orange, pink, and white.
Okay, yeah, I see that one. as
Thank
well.
you, Alex.
That one also exists. Yes, that one's rainbow. Did you know it's rain sherbet?
Oh,
There's no
you know I can't read or
ERT?
spell, so I would just see a word.
Rainbow sherbet.
Yeah,
Sherbet.
but it says sherbet. There's no ERT.
Maybe they just misspelled it.
Sherbet.
Is it
Is
sorbet?
it pronounced sherbet?
But there's sorbet and then there's I thought it was sherbet.
But it's sherbet.
That's what I thought.
It's
But there's
sherbet.
no R.
Yeah, but it's just the same way that like Colonel is colonel.
Yeah. Okay.
Night. Knight.
it's just a silent.
Are we just
K.
saying?
Good night.
Are we just saying words now that we find interesting?
I think, yeah, there's definitely words that shouldn't be spelled the way they are.
I know. Well, every single word if you're me. I do like Thrifty sherbet though, but honestly, of course I wasn't thrifting Thrifties. I was thrifting.
Oh, okay. You're below. I mean, above.
I never
Thrifties.
had Thrifties.
Thrifties
It was always Baskin Robbins as a kid.
Well, it was always Thrifties for me.
No Baskin Robbins in your area?
I mean, I advanced to Baskin Robbins. My sister's first job. My oldest
Advanced?
sister.
They're the same level.
No,
Baskin Robbins is not high class ice cream.
Baskin Robbins is an ice cream shop.
Where's she from? She from London.
And Thrifties is a pharmacy. Of course, it's
Is
a
it a
level
pharmacy?
up.
I thought it was just a grocery store.
I don't know what Thrifties is, but
I thought it was just a grocery store, and you
No,
and
it's
you get
not a
ice cream.
grocery store.
So, what?
It's a pharmacy. It's like a Walgreens.
Wow.
Formerly, now Thrifties. Now it's Rite Aid,
I think there's a Thrifties actually right close
and
to
they
my
still
house
sell
currently.
Thrifties ice cream.
We have.
Have you heard of Rite Aid?
I've heard of Rite Aid.
Oh, don't act like that's what Thrifties is.
I see that they're at the Rite Aid.
No, Thrifties were Rite Aids.
Oh no, I think it's called
Right.
Rite Aid, and there's a Thrifties there.
No, Noel, please. Thrifties was
He's
the
not
name.
part of the podcast.
you can't call Noel. You can only call Alex here.
There-
For one option.
This is a glass.
Glass case of emotion.
Maryam. Thrifties was the name of Rite Aids, and then Rite Aid bought out Thrifties, and it was a big moment because it was like, what's going to happen to Thrifties ice cream? But they kept Thrifties ice cream and Thrifties branding, but Rite Aid took over the store.
How am
know
I?
the history
How am I
of
supposed to?
this?
This happened in 1996.
He wasn't even a
This-
thought.
That was a big moment for me.
This happened 2 years before I was born. I'm supposed to know what a Thrifties is.
Well, don't question my knowledge then.
I wasn't questioning it.
You did.
I was questioning it.
You guys, can we get back to the 8 days of weddings?
But Baskin Robbins is higher on a higher level than Thrifties.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, okay.
She's
We're-
saying, why would it be? And I'm saying because it's a pharmacy
I thought
with
that-
ice cream.
I thought
No,
that
Baskin Robbins is above
Yeah.
Thrifties.
Oh, I
Got it.
wouldn't say that. I would just say like it's an ice cream store, but I would say like a Thrifties is more of like what ice cream stores used to be, right? Like
No.
a lot of ice cream stores were just in. Okay, who
No
cares? I don't
idea.
care. You guys know I don't know much about history.
Let's do an episode about ice cream when we do bonus
What's your
content.
favorite ice cream?
I love like a good, like,
Do you like a cone?
I like a chocolate. Well, when I was in Italy, I was getting chocolate and pistachio.
Pistachio?
That's what they say, pistachio. So I would order it as pistachio, even though I say pistachio.
Do you know, like, do you ever do that, like, with stuff? For example, like, I would normally say croissant, right? But then when
I know
someone
what you
corrects
say.
you and they say, "Oh, it's croissant," and so then
you don't say croissant.
so then I say,
say croissant.
"Oh, it's a croissant."
Yeah.
But just as a fucking joke now.
No, I don't say it right.
But sometimes I just feel weird saying it the right way, even though, like that movie Midsummer. Is it Midsummer or is it Midsommar? Because I sound like an idiot being like, "Oh, it's Midsommar."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Okay, it's Midsummer." You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, no.
What is it though? Tell me.
It's midsummer. But
Oh,
also,
is it Midsummer?
yeah.
That really ends it for me. I never have to say
This is
Midsommar
a
again.
spelling episode.
It's
Everyone,
Midsommar.
no, but no one says
I'm just saying,
Midsommar.
nobody says it that way.
Yeah, but it's
spelled that way.
supposed to be Midsommar.
It's spelled that way.
Am I right?
It's MIDSO.
Well, I know how it's spelled.
So then, if it was Midsummer, how wouldn't they spell it Midsummer?
I'm just like this is what 20 minutes of
Sorry,
of spelling and ice cream, spelling and
So
ice
what was your favorite ice cream? It's chocolate and pistachio on a cone.
pistachio.
Pistachio on a cone.
Yeah,
I don't like chocolate. Too much.
yeah, yeah.
It overpowers the
so
pistachio.
vanilla of
you. Know what I mean? Like, if I'm having chocolate, I would have it in a chocolate vanilla swirl.
So vanilla of you.
bitch.
Okay,
That's how you say it.
interesting.
Sounded like midsummer.
It said summer. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I
Okay,
never
well,
have to say midsummer again.
Also, Salt and Straw, they have like a chocolate, caramel, sea salt, brownie. I don't know.
See-
I like something with a little bit of chocolate mixed in, okay?
I have to say something, and my apologies, but like salt and straw is almost too overpowering for me. I can't.
I can't with
I
that.
have to
can't
have
with
just,
that.
I can't just have like a fucking shot of sugar into my veins every time I take a lick. One lick and I'm like in a coma.
Yeah, well, I think you're
That's
getting
why
the
I
wrong,
go for the rainbow sherbet.
wrong flavors.
That's the thing about salt and straw is like they only have like a triple caramel double twisted swirl with pretzels and then they're like rose with lavender
Yeah, they
pearls.
do
and you're
have a
like,
lot of
Jesus
seasonal
Christ.
flavors, and it's just like
Or they're like
no one wants ghosts
no
this
one,
month
no one.
in their ice cream.
But if they did have a Harry Potter flavor, I would dabble.
I see.
So let's begin.
Let's begin.
I'm not going to talk this entire episode, you guys.
No, I need you to talk. It makes it.
No, it makes it so much better when I'm a active participant of listening. I drove over here so fucking excited that I wasn't gonna have to talk, and I'm gonna be like, I gotta hear all.
Yeah, and then we just
poetic.
talked about ice cream. Alex
know.
just chowed down another donut.
How many donuts have you had so far? We're 2 minutes in.
Okay, well, thank you everyone for being patient and sticking through
This intro.
that riveting intro that we really needed to discuss and hash out today. We will do another episode about ice cream because I know some of you guys really want that.
You know what else I love?
Okay.
Mint chocolate chip. Mint chocolate chip and chocolate chip adds a double scoop.
Mint chocolate chip is my go-to ice cream every time.
From Baskin Robbins?
No,
Oh. Well, I love the little chips. Okay.
I like the big chips.
Oh, wow. We are arch enemies. I don't even know if we can continue this friendship.
But the ice cream has to be green. I want
course.
it to be
Of
green.
course.
I don't
Of
want
course.
I don't want the
mint
white.
with the white.
Also, if it's too minty and it tastes like toothpaste, then I'm out.
Brushing my teeth.
Then I
with
brush.
it.
Yeah.
We're friends again. Okay. I wish we had like an intro, like, 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, I
but
had a veil.
Oh,
Should have worn it.
what the hell? Your own veil?
No.
We could hard cut to it and be like, all right, we're finally talking about it. We stopped talking about ice cream.
Oh, so what you're saying is you don't want to put anything on your head because you look beautiful today?
No, I don't give a shit.
Aleena does look always so lovely in the mornings.
Thank you. I'll go see if I have it really.
Okay. Sip my coffee. How many really were in there?
3.
3. Okay.
Only 3.
Listen, it's not that I couldn't easily eat 3 donuts. It's that you have to control yourself to only have one donut.
Well,
What's it like being able to be like, 3 is my one? You're so tall. Maybe that's it.
it's that, but they also they have like so many large boxes. I was like, I'm not going to get 12. Every time I get 12,
Well,
I
oh my
ate
God.
6.
You can't do 12.
Because I'll eat 6 and then I won't eat the other 6. I'll wait because I can't eat these like back-to-back days.
I can't have even Krispy Kreme. It's like salt and straw for me.
Really?
I love donuts, but I just want to go to a classic donut store that just says donut on the outside.
But do you like glazed donuts? Or
I love glazed donuts, but I just don't. This too like it goes past glazed. For me.
It is. They're soaked in
Yeah.
glazing. It is.
I feel like
covered.
you either love Krispy Kreme or you don't like it, and I'm the don't like it side.
Do you like Dunkin' Donuts?
I like regular donuts better than Dunkin' Donuts.
That's fair. Right.
I kind of felt irritated by that because are you? This was not what you had in mind.
Yeah,
originally,
this is
right?
not what I had.
You also look like a nun.
Guys, I tried to find my veil. I had a
I want you to
silly
know-
gimmick veil.
Oh. I like your quick thinking because to be fair, I wouldn't have thought of that off the top of my head either.
Not at all.
Did you do that when you walked down the aisle?
When I do this is now we're going into the wedding.
Okay, we're going into the wedding. And 8 days of Aleena. Okay, so the last, leave it on. The last, where we ended off last episode was we were discussing the truffle hunt
Yes.
and action.
And yes, we actually skipped through that. You had asked about hunt,
Yeah.
and they just sniff the ground, and
And they do find the truffle though.
they do find a truffle. There are truffles there.
Who sniffs the ground? What
The
animal?
dog.
Scott,
Dog. It was dog.
And
Oh,
Scott.
dog.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Scott and Maga, they were sniffing the grounds, and we just had a case of our voice was not heard because every time Scott found one, we would call out to Julio to tell him, and no one would pay attention. And then the more prized dogs would find one, and everyone would go, "Oh my God, Ashley!"
Wait, there's an Ashley dog?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, but you're saying there was more than 2 dogs.
There was like 4 or 5 dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just a case of not being heard. And
Could
it
you
was very
pick the
sad.
truffle?
No,
You're not allowed to touch a truffle.
I wouldn't want to.
It's gross.
I mean, they would dig deep. They have a little tool. It was like they were hovering over a spot where they knew it was at.
So it's not like they show up from the ground. You have to go into the ground to grab
Yeah.
them. Oh,
It's like
okay.
one of those people on the beach that go like this, and then they
Yeah,
hear
they're
a beep.
trying to
The metal detector.
metal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
people
saw one of
that
those
go like
people
this.
in-
Okay. That was always been my dream,
To do that on the beach?
to be a metal detector person.
But would you do it during the broad daylight when everyone can
Yeah.
see you? And it was
I want to do it at like public parks. Like I want to do it.
public parks. That's dirt. You can't dig in there.
There's stuff there for sure.
Wait.
Anywhere in the ground.
The ground. You can't dig in. Okay, we're doing it again. Continue.
Okay. So we did that. And yeah, it was just like we were all like, what are we doing? Like, where are we? We're here digging for truffles with this crazy guy. And it was very entertaining. Very. And then, yeah, we had a little casino party.
I love
We had
that.
the fake money.
Was that the day you were wearing the blue dress?
Blue dress.
I loved the blue dress.
That was my something blue because
I loved it.
I had ordered tons of dresses. That was like our welcome party. It was like when
Okay.
everyone was there.
Was that the night before your wedding?
2 days
2 days,
before. Like I said, I made up a bunch of rules because there are too many rules with
Right.
weddings
Yeah.
and it's very hard to follow. And yeah, I'll get to that later. So I tried to order like a nice white dress. Noelle had a blue suit. So I was like, well, I should wear something blue.
Yeah.
And it could be like my something blue on
Yeah.
another day. So I wore like a baby blue dress. It was very cute. I got it like literally the day before we left because
So pretty.
Yeah. So thank you.
You're
We gambled. We picked like signature drinks.
What was yours?
It was a black and white Italian.
What's that?
It had like Kahlua and espresso. It was really good.
Sounds like something I would have wanted in Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I gave it like a day because like the wedding was at the villa that we were staying at.
Yeah.
Everyone. And so we went to Florence that day, which I kind of talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted everyone, like we were like an hour or 45 minutes away from Florence, and I didn't want everyone to feel kind of like they were all the way over there, but they didn't actually get to see Florence. So I made like a day trip, and then like it was cheesy, but like I did a tour, like because I'm
I
like
think those things are cheesy, but it's like
so
I've
fun
never fucking been here. Like I want someone to show me the places that I
and
should possibly
to do it
see.
with like usually when you go on tour guides, it's like you're with a bunch of people you don't know, but to do it with like
your friends and
yeah,
family.
all our
It's so cool.
family was really fun, and you know,
Like if you're going to New York for the first time, would you not fucking see the Statue of Liberty? You gotta go check it out. Like
so yeah, and they just tell you stuff that you didn't.
I'm into tours.
Yeah,
So if anyone's telling you that's not fucking cool, I would have been jazzed as hell.
Yeah.
To have like the headphones on to be walking around.
yeah,
A Segway tour? Oh my god. You gotta
Yeah.
I gotta be kidding.
that would
with
be cool. So we did that, and then I like did that so that they could also have the day to just set up the villa and stuff because
To get it
everything was
ready,
there,
yeah.
and I didn't want everyone to be home while they were doing it because like we used some parts of the house. By the way, the villa was insane. It was massive. Like we had just our family there
Yeah.
at the villa, and like you know you're gonna be in the house for 8 days with your family, but like the way the house was set up was so separate,
Yeah.
so you didn't really like you weren't in each other's faces.
Yeah.
No one was getting sick of each other. And there was this long like dining table that we would
Game
like
of Thrones style.
yeah, and like every morning they would serve us breakfast there, and they had the best croissants. They'd like bake them fresh. And we'd come in the morning and you'd like see different people, and then they'd be like, I've been up since this time, like waiting for someone to come down here. And like, anyway, so we went to Florence, and then we had like,
Ice cream?
oh, I had ice cream. I had ice cream. Actually, yeah, I had ice cream once, but I wanted it more times.
Yeah.
So that was that. And then, yeah, the wedding day. Ta-da. I think I need to take this off now.
Because now you're actual bride, now the veil's off.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Good call. So yeah.
So then
Where to begin?
you open your eyes.
Okay, I will open my eyes. So
Wait, you and Aleena all stay in the same room the night before?
yes, we
Okay.
yeah.
Ollie was there.
About that, yeah, Ollie was there. Yeah, there's just so many like traditions that it's so hard to keep track, but like I tried to do as much as like just doing what we wanted to do versus like feeling them. Besides the something blue, I did that.
Something old?
Blue. I
know.
didn't do any of the other ones.
Okay.
I don't know. We didn't even look it up, so I just didn't even
Okay.
go down that path. But we looked up the something blue on the podcast. And
Yeah. And
was
now it
like-
seemed important.
It seemed important, so I was like, I'm not fucking with that. So
So you wore a whole dress that was blue just in case.
yeah, I did. Just rewinding a little bit because we planned this like on a very short timeline. Like,
Yeah.
meaning like we planned it from the beginning of the year, but until you get like a venue, which wasn't until pretty close, I don't know, maybe 6 months, 4 months before, you can't really do most of the planning. Like you can't lock down everything else because you don't know what region of the country you're going to be in. So that was like insane. And then to do that overseas, we did have a wedding planner, but I will say just like their culture there is very hands off.
Yeah.
And like they
It'll
do
all work out.
Yeah, they do everything in the 11th hour. And my friend was like, actually, she had gotten married there like 3 weeks before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I had to skip going to her wedding because I got so busy with our wedding. But she was like, this is so true. Literally, they didn't talk to us about anything for our wedding until like 6 days before.
Wild.
She's like, but don't worry. They show up. Like they know what they're doing.
They get it done.
But they're very late.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, everything was just so like, and we had to kind of get into that mindset. Like I'm type A for sure. And I like want things super organized, but I had to just kind of be like, well, it is what it is.
Yeah,
like
it's going to work out.
the wedding planner started off every message to me with do not worry because
You're over here sweating.
I was worried. And there was a lot that I took upon myself because it was just like, I know I have to do this to get it done.
Well, you're also a producer.
Yes. So I basically produced my own wedding in a very short amount of time overseas. And then on top of that, the 7 other days of activities.
So
I have some more free time now. So day of the wedding, I brought this up because the day before, my sisters are kind of starting, like they kept asking how I needed help, but like I didn't really know how to delegate help because I had a wedding planner and there was just too much to debrief them on. But they were like, you kind of seem like you have a lot going on. Like we got like transportation for everyone. And like I was the one like dealing with the drivers and like scheduling the times for everyone's pickups to like take, because our friends were staying at a nearby like farm stay. It was like basically a hotel.
Yeah.
But I was like the one coordinating all their pickups and drop off times, which I shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
It should have been someone else. And so I was just like getting inundated with like details all day of other things and like not really getting to enjoy stuff. But they were like, you seem like you need help. Like, can you tell us what's going on? So I tell them, and it's like 3 a.m. before the day of the wedding. And they're like kind of starting to stress out because they're like, oh, wow, there's a lot that's like kind of like not figured out.
Yeah.
But it's normal for me because I've had to suppress like that. Everything needs to be perfect and buttoned up mentality just going into a wedding in Italy. So I'm like, it's fine. And they're like, okay, well, like I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And then like they called like a family meeting in the morning and they designated everyone something to do because they were like, they're like, you can't worry about like transport times for everyone coming here on your wedding day. Like, this is ridiculous. And, you know, my sister had asked the wedding planner like, hey, what's going on with like the rehearsal? And I wanted to do a rehearsal, but it just seemed like I'd be pushing my luck.
Yeah.
But it was also so small that I'm like, do we really need one? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are here. And she was like, my wedding planner was like, oh, I just do whatever the bride asked me to do. And she hasn't mentioned it. And my sister was like, no, like you're supposed to think of that stuff for her.
Yeah.
Like it was basically like I was running the show.
Yeah. You told her what you needed.
I told her what I needed. But yes, I definitely needed like a little bit more. I've never planned a wedding before.
Yeah.
I don't know half the traditions. So yeah, she was like, my sister started panicking. That's why she was like, what do you need help with? Because like stuff is clearly not figured out. So we were up till like 3 a.m, but it was like kind of necessary because we needed to delegate some stuff out, and it should have happened sooner. So I wake up the next day and they're like, you guys should sleep in and don't worry about all the other stuff. But I can just sense there's like so much tension and chaos downstairs that I know it's not going smoothly. So like I know something's like everyone's freaking out. And I'm trying to like contain it and like I'm supposed to like have a happy day. And Noel goes off to his quarters and
The male quarter.
yes. And I'm like in mine, but mine I didn't do, because again, I didn't like all the traditions. I didn't do like bridesmaids and stuff. Like I just wanted to get ready with my family that I was staying with, all the girls. And I, had someone there to do all of our hair and makeup. But all of the girls were like my mom and my stepmom and Noel's sister and me and my sisters. And they were like panicking, trying to get the wedding together. So they weren't really around.
Right.
Or I could visibly see the fluster on their face. So I just started crying. Literally the entire morning I was crying.
Oh my God.
And it was like the stress of the wedding and like doing it all alone and doing it in another country and doing it with a planner that was pretty hands off. It hit me.
On the day of your wedding.
On the day of the wedding.
Ready.
And I'm trying to like, they're like trying to like cheer me up, but then like I can see like someone runs in like, what do you want us to do with this? And I'm like, oh my God. And so I'm crying and my sister's like, it's okay. Like, why don't you come downstairs? Like they had like made like a really nice platter for me of like champagne and like macaroons and chocolates, and they had like music playing, and I had made a whole playlist for like getting ready.
Yeah.
But they accidentally played like the wedding dance floor playlist, and it was like real turn up music.
I'm done.
But it was just like those things.
Drake.
Of like, yeah, everything was just like, this is not how it's supposed to go, but like, I gotta be cool. Everyone. And so I'm crying, and then they're like trying to come in to clean our room in the morning, so like it's clean for the rest of the day. And I got this like really pretty robe, but like it just kept opening up.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm like sitting on the bed, like the robe is like opening up. I like had decided to put like eye patch like underneath.
Yeah.
And I like look up and like the villa people are like waiting with a vacuum as I'm crying. And I'm just like, I gotta get it together. And it was like, it wouldn't stop. Like I could not stop crying.
I would have to postpone my wedding if I cried on that day, because you would be able to tell I cried for at least a week.
I know.
So
yeah, I know.
I'm amazed. Based off the photos, I would have never known a tear shed from your eye.
So I'm just crying, and I'm like, why am I crying? Like, I'm not like
Just the stress, like so much.
But it was
all
like
compiled.
uncontrollable. And it was like, I'm not sad that I'm getting married. I'm happy. And like, all the people there who didn't know me were like, oh, there's a lot of emotions today. And I'm like, you don't know. Like, I'm not sad to be marrying Noel. Like, I'm so fucking happy. But I don't know why. I just can't not stop. I can't. And then my sister was like, we got to get your friends over here. Like, we're too...
Get some pep in your step.
Yeah, we're too, like, all over the place.
Yeah.
And clearly too stressed out. And, like, some of it was just, like, wrong time. Like, the timing of everything. When I look back on the day and, like, me crying, it was just, like... so many funny moments of like, what were we thinking? Like my sister starts like lotioning my body for me.
This sounds very hot tub.
I was dry
to me.
And then the videographer comes in and starts filming. And I'm like, what? And then she starts lotioning my feet for me. And he's filming it. And I'm like, and then my mom's like, would now be a good time to give you my gift? And I'm like, But I'm trying to not be like Bridezilla. I'm trying to be like as cool, calm, and
As you're bawling on.
I'm crying. My robe is opening up. People are watching me, waiting for me to stop crying. Then I go downstairs. My feet are being lotioned. Someone's videoing my feet being lotioned. And then my mom's like, here's this gift that your grandma bought you. And I'm like, not right now, please. Please. And like my sister like got it, and like it was just so like my sisters they got it, but it was just so many like funny moments that happened in the morning when I think about it after, and I'm like, oh, the timing was just so hilarious. So I just like keep crying and I'm like, I gotta get it together. And then I'm like, my best friend wasn't there.
I know.
She helped me like a ton leading up to the wedding. And so I was like, can you call her? Like maybe she'll make me stop crying. So my sister calls her. She doesn't answer. She doesn't even see the call. It was like 2
Bastards.
a.m.
How dare
I know.
You guys, it was me.
Yeah. And I'm like, and then finally like my friends start coming and they're like, definitely like they have
they're
nothing.
giving that
Yeah.
energy.
They have nothing to be stressed about. So they're just like, hey,
So excited to
trying
be
to like
there.
make me laugh.
Yeah.
And like things started getting better. And then I stopped crying. And then I had to go get my makeup done. So I was like, okay, good timing because I can't cry once my makeup's on.
Exactly.
So I got my hair and makeup done. By the way, I found like the best people. Like the makeup girl came
10 out
from
of 10.
London. She was so professional, so organized, just such a nice person. And the girl who did my hair just like got it, and like my hair withstood the rain.
Oh, it rained?
Oh yeah, I'll get to that.
Okay, but obviously that's a really good
Yes,
luck,
yes.
So,
So-
charm, good luck, omen.
Oh, don't say omen.
Omen.
So then I'm like, and then my sister's like, I'm gonna take your phone away. Like she's trying to like be good. Like you shouldn't have your phone all day.
Yeah.
But like
Presents.
I definitely wanted my phone because like I had no idea what the time was. Like I didn't know anything that was going on. And then meanwhile I hear like Noel's getting to take naps in his quarters.
Yeah, Noel's having the best day ever.
I'm like,
He's actually getting a foot massage,
Yeah.
not lotion rubbed
Yeah.
on.
You can hear the Rocket League sounds in the background.
balloons playing. And so I'm just like, so, you know, and then I'm just like kind of feeling embarrassed because I'm like, everyone like knows I've been crying, but like they don't know why. Like Noel and I didn't get into a fight. Like I just have so many emotions. Like no one told me I was gonna be crying all fucking morning of my wedding.
No one told us shit.
No one told you. Like all my emotions came in that morning and I just couldn't control it. And like nothing anyone could do or say was getting me to stop. And then, yeah. So then I'm like, they're like, okay, like time to put on the dress. But like, I can tell we're late. Like, and it wasn't because of me. Like we were just running late. But
Always. I've never seen a wedding on time in my life.
well, I wanted to be on time. I love being on time.
So do I.
So,
But not in Italy, baby. They don't even know time.
so
there.
I'm like rushing to get this dress on because I think I'm the one that's causing the delay.
Yeah.
I rushed to get it on and no, that we were still waiting. So it wasn't me. But getting the dress on was so stressful because like I thought I heard like a zipper snap and I was like, and then like it just was a hectic putting, like I wish I had a full hour to put on the dress so that it was like super relaxing. But yeah, because it was just hectic, you know?
Yeah. To be fair, I've never put on a wedding dress. I don't know the intricacies of
Yeah.
the zippers.
Yeah.
But I do know it takes a team to lift things up. And I know you can't pee once you get it on. That's that.
What happened was like we were like my mom and my sisters like wanted it to be a moment where they were like all present to like help me put on the dress, but they were delayed getting ready. So like I was waiting for like one of my sisters to like get ready, I think.
Gotcha.
And so I was like just twiddling my thumbs upstairs, like really gotta put on this dress. And then like they came up, well, you know, when they were all ready, they all came up together and it was like this flustered, like we gotta get it on like ASAP. But then I also had to get pictures. It was just like, it was an intense.
Felt rushed.
Yes, it felt rushed. And I was just like, I like wanted to cry again, but I was like, I have my makeup on. And it wanted to cry because it was like, God, like.
I'm rushing through.
You think in your head, like, this is exactly how I want things to go. And when they don't go that way,
Yeah.
you feel like, damn, like this is the day. And like, I wasn't happy all morning. Like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
you know? And so I was just like pissed. And it was just like all these funny things happened. I gave my mom a gift like right before and she was like, thank you. And then she like threw it on the bed because she was so flustered. I was like, no, it's a napkin. Like, you got to take it with you. It was like
For the wedding.
Yeah. It was it had like an embroidery on it. And it had like, it said like today. I don't fucking remember. Okay. It was stupid.
So stupid she threw it on the fucking bed.
And I was like, oh no, like it's a napkin for you to take.
Yeah.
You know, I had a sentimental message in the date. And she was like, oh, but like, cause again, we didn't grow up with these traditions. So like some of these traditions that we were doing, like giving my mom a gift before and her giving me like my grandma's gift, it was new. And so, I don't blame her. She threw the napkin, but it was just like, oh no. And then my sister, like, they were like, yeah, we want everyone down here. And I was like, cool. And then everyone was like, I don't think Aleena wants us to see her. I think we should go get seated. And so then like me and the photographer were like, oh, there's no one down there. Like, you're just going to walk down to like, emptiness.
Yeah.
And then my sister was like, well, shit, do you want me to get everyone back in here? And I'm like, like, it's fine. So that was hectic. And then I was like gonna cry again because I was like, oh man, this sucks. Damn
it, Aleena.
This has not been ideal. And then I was like, God, I can't keep back the tears. Like, I'm just so flustered and I'm so frustrated. And then I was like, oh my God, I get to see Noelle. Like, I want to get out there because I just want to see Noelle. I was like, Noelle is going to make me feel better. Noelle is going to make me feel like I don't want to cry.
Yeah.
So like, get your ass out there and like get the show on the road because and once you see him, you get to be with him the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And I think like there were points in the morning where I just wanted to go grab him and like have him make me feel better because I couldn't stop crying and no one could get me to stop crying.
Yeah.
And then it hit me like, if I go out there, I'll see him and I'll feel better. So
you go out there and you start bawling.
I know. So he cried a lot. So the songs that we picked were, he had picked a song, I won't say, but he had played it for me on the piano when we first started dating. So that's the song that he picked. And it was like on violin, harp, and cello. It was really, really beautiful. I didn't get to hear it though. I heard it beforehand, but I was inside, so I didn't get to hear it. And then my song was Sade. What's it called, Noel? Oh, I have Taylor Swift up. So unlike me. By Your Side.
By Your Side, okay.
Which, like, these songs are so different on violin. They're just amazing. I want to...
Anything on violin, really.
And so that's what I walk out to. And then I see that he's, like, crying. And he's been crying. And I want to cry because I've just had the worst day. And I just want to see him. And I'm like, all the emotions are hitting again. But I'm like, if I fucking cry, then he's going to cry. And, like, I have to be the strong one. And, like... make a joke or something.
Keep it together.
Yeah. So I walk out and like it was really hard walking on heels and with all those rocks everywhere.
It was rocks on your aisle?
Yeah, it was all gravel. And then I go out there and I'm like, I don't know. I just try to make some jokes and like I just was like
cracking jokes once you got to it?
Yeah. So I was like, I don't want to, I mean, there weren't real jokes, you know, it wasn't like knock knock or anything, but I was just trying to like lighten the mood because I could have cried a lot.
Yeah.
And then, we didn't do like written vows because I thought I needed to. Again, I was like, what are all these things that we have to do? I had like given him a gift beforehand. He gave me like really pretty Tiffany pearl earrings that I was wearing. They were, and he'd given me a note, but I didn't read the note because I was like, I'm gonna cry.
Oh my God, that's
so I
true.
ditched
that's a
it.
good point.
So make your own rules, guys. Make your own rules.
So you got back and then you read the note?
I read it like the next day. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I gave him a letter, and again, like I'm like writing the letter, and they're like coming by, like filming. I'm like, don't just get out of here. But so we didn't do like our own vows. I'm like, we've been together 11 years. Like, I don't need to stand up here and tell you why I'm gonna make you meatloaf every Tuesday. Like,
are you?
No, I hate meatloaf.
Does Noah like it?
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we just did we did vows, but not like personal vows. We didn't do like a first look before. Like I wanted the aisle to be the first time.
Yeah.
And then Noelle, and then I got to get my moment. So we had I Feel It Coming playing on the violin for the ring moment, the ring exchange. It didn't sound like it.
Well, of course, you could play like Baby Got Back on the violin and it'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Magical song.
And so mentally, let me rewind again another minute
Baby
because
Got Back. I'm like, what the hell? Where did that song go?
so
I picked any other song.
they had said like when we planned this wedding, like October is actually really nice in Tuscany because it's warm, but it's like not like summertime there is miserable because it's so hot. The skeeters. But it's so hot there. And they were like, October's good because it's warm, but there is some rain. And about 10 days before, maybe the most proactive I've ever seen my planner was like, there's rain on the forecast. We need to come up with a solution for this.
Way to go, girl.
I was like, wow. And the way she was so on top of all the scenarios, I was like, whoa, I've never seen this. And so we got, proactively, we got a tent for everything to take place. And then she got umbrellas for the ceremony. So like the ceremony was out in the open. We were like under a big tree, but it was out in the open. And it was like, you just use an umbrella if it rains. But then the dinner and the dance floor would be under a heated tent. And literally the entire 8 days that we were there, it didn't rain.
Yeah.
But the day of the wedding, it was cloudy and gloomy. And we had the ceremony, no rain. And so mentally I had prepared and I wasn't like worried if it rained. Because I actually, I love the rain. So I actually was like, that's fucking cool. I actually hoped that it would rain the whole day. Yeah. Because we had come up with a plan for it. And yeah, mentally I was just trying to be positive about it. And they say, okay, I'm going to, you've heard this saying. Well, say it's good luck to rain on your wedding. And then they say it's harder to untie a wet knot.
It's hard. Oh.
Yeah, because you tie the knot on your wedding day. And if it rains, then it's harder to untie a wet knot. So
I've tied a lot of knots in my day. And when they're wet, it's hard to untie. I'm just kidding.
So... So my sisters and stuff were like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's like, I think it's really cool. Like, I didn't let it affect me. So then we do the ceremony and I was like, I have an idea. Let's get in this car that he rented. Yeah. And it was an old Porsche. I'm not even going to butcher which one it was.
A 9070 XRLS.
Definitely no X's in
PT element.
It was like a Porsche 356 or something.
Horses
or 365,
2028.
65 days of the year.
A 356.
So then he's like, let's get in it. We get in and that was like the most romantic car ride of my life. Like we get in this Porsche. I'm so happy. I'm like, I finally get to see you again. Like, I've been so sad all day. We drive like through the Tuscan hills and like come back. It was just like, it was just perfect. Yeah. And then it starts to rain.
Right as you're getting back?
Right as we're getting back. And so like basically, and then that's when we went to go take all of our couple photos. Okay. So we start taking a few photos and then it starts raining. And it was cool. Like we had the umbrellas. And so we did all our couple photos, like half without rain and then half with rain. And then we did like all of our family pictures and stuff. And that's when it was like really, really raining. And so we had the umbrellas and my sister was like, it's kind of stopped raining, but I was like, she was like, do you want to take the umbrellas out? And I was like, no, like it's a theme now. Like, it's in all of the family photos. Let's just keep it in. And like my dress was in the mud. Like my veil was in the mud. Like my hair, was now in the rain. My arm at one point was like covered in water because there was so much like switcherooing with the umbrellas. Like sometimes I just wasn't covered. And it's funny, I had guests, that were like more concerned with the rain than my mom was like, you're the bride and you didn't care at all. Yeah. So they were just like really proud of me because they were like, I would have been freaking out if it was raining on my dress, like your fancy dress. It's just like covered in mud, and I just went with it. So yeah, my advice would be to go with the flow and don't do all the traditions if you don't want to. Like we just did the ones that we wanted to do. Some of them didn't go as planned, but you won't know until you try it.
Yeah.
And we did all the photos, and then we did like our dinner. Like we had like everyone else was like eating, and the violinist, we gave her like a ton of songs, like more modern songs that we wanted to play
Drake.
during the aperitif. Yeah, there was a lot of Drake. So everyone else like kind of like hung around and ate while we did that, and then we did like our entrance into the dinner, which we didn't really have like anything planned. Like she was just like, okay, are you ready to go in?
Did you do like
do you have a song? And I'm like, you're asking me now? Like if we have a song? Like I didn't really get, we came into the Rock.
wait, what?
The Rock's
Rock?
theme song.
What's the Rock's theme song? Like The Rock? Like
Yeah.
The Rock?
Yeah.
He has his own theme song?
Yeah, for his wrestling theme song.
How dare you do this
smell
after The Rock
do you
and
smell-
Siri?
like, yeah, it's a part of my life. Do you smell what The Rock's cooking? Like that
I've
song?
never seen The Rock.
You know what song?
Do you watch
I know-
WWE?
I know the reference. You smell what the Rock's cooking, but I don't know what his song sounds like.
No, well, I
Does
think
anyone
I never-
watch?
I never
Actually, a
watched
lot of
WWE.
people watch. I guess does
Yeah.
anyone watch millions of people through?
Is it copyrighted? Can we play it?
I'm sure it's The Rock.
you can play it on audio. We'll just take it out on.
I'll just play it on.
But like, we're gonna hear this song, and is anyone gonna get it? Like, we're still gonna be like, oh,
You've definitely heard this song.
Yeah, I'll play it on Alex's mic, and then you can cut it.
okay.
And then
Okay.
we came down and flipped the wedding dinner.
Flipped a table.
Everybody on
Yeah.
the backs of their heads.
Yeah.
Noel
Gave
tackled Aleena to the ground.
wedgies.
Yeah, we walked right up to Aleena's dad. We grabbed him by his underwear and gave him a huge fucking
No, I've never heard that
Yeah,
jam in my
so
life.
That's what we came out to.
Me neither.
Okay. I have to get through this.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So, don't stress me out. I have to talk about this.
Don't look at me.
We have 10 minutes left, by the way.
You guys, I
Just talked about how Aleena was so stressed, and now we've just like elevated her.
I have to get through this, even if I do this alone for the last 5 minutes.
Okay, hit it.
So we have the dinner. We had like all this stress and drama with the chef, like, and just like paperwork and like how they do things there. And so I had kind of a bad taste in my mouth with the chef.
Sorry, I was like breathing through my nose, and could you hear it?
Guys, I have 10
I'm
minutes.
sorry, you guys. My nose breath was distracting. I was worried that you guys heard me.
It was very loud. I could
was-
hear her breathing. I'm
Okay,
like, what's
thank you.
going on?
It was like I was underwater. Okay.
So we had all this stress with the chef and almost didn't have a chef right before. Yeah.
Are you gonna have croissants for dinner?
So I was kind of like, I don't know how this is going to go. But the dinner that he prepared was the best dinner I've ever had in my entire life. It was literally perfect.
Wow.
So we had like,
I'm so glad.
we had this like zucchini flan. It was amazing.
Is that a dessert?
No, it was an appetizer.
Flan zucchini.
And then we had like amazing bread and butter that was just so good. And then a truffle mushroom like risotto
It's amazing.
that was just perfectly seasoned, cooked. Everyone was like scraping their plates. And then I had like a potato filled ravioli type dish.
Gnocchi?
It's like I'm gonna butcher the name.
Pierogi?
No, it's definitely not a pierogi.
Filled
Gnocchi?
potato.
And then like some people had fish and like vegetables and Spock. Every like Italian, he's vegan, and every Italian place that we went to, they'd be like vegan, and like they'd go straight to him, like they knew he was the vegan. They'd be like vegano, and he'd be like, yes, that's me. He had his own, like they did that to him at the wedding. It was really funny. But and then we had like this like massive platter of steak
platter.
and then it was time for the cake, so we had to pick, like the violinist like stayed extra for us and was like, I'll play a song for you. And I was like, Noelle, like what should we do for the cake song? And I got this idea to, instead, like everyone chooses like really cheesy like Cake by the Ocean and like Cake by Maroon 5 or whatever, like for the cake cutting songs.
Of course.
But I had seen this and I thought it was really funny, and we chose Knife Talk by Drake.
I don't know that song.
Because knife, cut a cake.
Yeah. Oh,
okay,
I get
okay.
it.
So Noelle puts on a ski mask, and
Of course.
we walk up to that song, and she's like playing. There's a subtle violin in Knife Talk.
Oh, wow.
So she's like playing that over the song, and like it's like it was really really fun. And we go up there, but then we get up there and like she had asked me like, do you want the cake done or do you want him to prepare it? And it's like a very traditional Italian wedding cake, and I wanted everyone to see and prepare it. So like we get up there and like the song's going, like we're all hype, and then like he's got to make the cake.
You had
It's
to
like,
sit there and wait as he made the cake?
it's really simple. It's just like layers of like thin like, wow, I can't, like pastry,
Okay.
and then cream, and then chocolate and berries, and then like powdered sugar, and then like that all over again. It's like
Okay.
3 of those. So we had to watch him make that.
Is he like placing it? Was it like pre-prepared and he's
It's all
placing it down?
pre-prepared. He's
Oh,
just
so
like
he-
placing the layers.
Oh, so he's not like smearing like the stuff down. He's more just like kind of putting it all
but
together.
I mean, he's putting.
Oh,
the
he is doing that
filling.
stuff? Oh,
Yeah.
cool, very
all.
cool.
So it was really cool, but it was like, oh, we needed that song like now. So it's just like, but it was fine. Like it was hilarious. And then when we went to like go cut the cake, we had sparklers behind us. Like no one had known we had planned that. So like right when we cut it, they all went off, and like
that's
everyone
cute.
was like, "Oh my god!" That was really cool. I actually even forgot about them. I was surprised.
You're like, shit.
I was like, "Where are they?" I knew they were there, but I was like, maybe they forgot. Typical. We just did something and it just didn't happen. And then they went off, and then we went and we had cake that was like literally the best cake I've ever had. I'm so sad I can't bring this chef home with me.
Did you do the whole save the slice of cake?
I didn't know about that, but if I had, I probably would have felt pressure to do it.
Yeah.
And
You would have saved the whole cake. It was that good.
I know.
Not
Well,
just the slice.
we saved a lot of the cake, and I had a piece later, a few days later. And then we went down to have our first dance song. We didn't have a DJ because I just didn't think I would like an Italian DJ. I just didn't think it would really
Pauly
line
Dean.
up. Not because they're Italian. It was just like,
You didn't know if that was the vibe of the wedding. Ugh, I hate
just-
when I do that.
yeah. I just didn't know that they would play whatever. So I made the playlist, and then like we use like crossfade to like have the songs go into one another, and then Noelle kind of looked at it, and I did the same with the dinner playlist. Like the dinner playlist that I put together was amazing. I just listen to it now every day because it was so fucking good. It just was like the best songs, the best vibes. It
You
was
should
really
put those
good.
playlists up on Spotify.
Yeah, I should.
I'll use them for my wedding.
Yeah, you should.
I couldn't do that. Be like Miley Cyrus.
No. So I had like a full dinner playlist. I had a getting ready playlist, and then I had the dance floor playlist. So we had our first dance. I got to fucking have my first dance to I Feel It Coming.
I can't believe you actually did it.
Yeah, I did it.
Kick ass, Lena.
Yeah. And it was amazing. It was a little longer than I would have liked.
You didn't cut the song at all?
No, we didn't have a DJ.
True.
But no, what? We were up there, and Noelle was like, the song's 4 minutes, right? And I was
Oh my
like,
God.
oh shit. All right.
Was he twirling your ass or on the floor?
We were twirling, we were dancing,
Oh
we
my
were giggling.
God.
It just was
Twerking?
like no twerking.
grinding?
But then like Noelle took it upon himself to like DJ and like MC the rest of the wedding.
I could
like,
see that.
but he enjoyed it. Like at first I was like, oh, should I be upset because he's like not on the dance floor with me? But like he just looked like
He was having the
he was
best
in
time.
his element, and
Yeah.
like he was like, all right, all you millennial women, get your ass on the dance floor. And it was like Paramore. It's just like,
Oh, I would have loved it.
yeah. And then like he just like did such a good job of like like everyone was dancing anyway and having a really good time. We had like a really tiny dance floor, which is good.
That's what you want.
Yeah,
you
don't
want it
want
to feel
a massive one.
Yeah, so you're just like warming by
yeah,
yourself out there.
exactly.
Warm.
Yeah, no, that's the wave. That's something else.
This was the wave.
Hey, I don't have a lot of time.
Sorry.
A couple other honorable mentions. We had, Noel did a really good job DJing for
Danced
us.
all night.
We danced all night, like way past when we were supposed to. And then I had like a dessert, like a chocolate dessert bar. And then I had him make like sandwiches for everyone at the end of the night. And then
I like that touch because I'm always motherfucking starving when I
yeah. And then we had like a
I don't know what it's like in Italy, but I always have to go get food on my way home.
people. I was like, I don't want anyone to be hungry at this wedding. I was overly feeding. And then we had like this little photo booth inside, and we were like, shit, we forgot about the photo booth. Like,
oh my God, you forgot about the photo booth. That's how much fun you were having.
People were taking it, but like we forgot. And so, we had to run inside to go take some photos. And then we ended the night. You are going to be shook.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Guess what?
What?
We jumped in the pool. Yeah. It was like warm.
Wow.
This pool was steaming.
That's how you know it's a good fucking party.
Yeah.
You get your ass in the pool.
Yeah.
Who started that?
My sister and Will.
Stop.
My sister was like, how fun would it be if we all jumped in the pool? It'd be like Love Island. And then
It would be like Love Island.
Yeah.
I didn't even connect that.
yeah. And then Will was like, we're doing it. And I was like, I'll do it. And then everyone was like, you're not doing it. And then like half the group was like, Julia was so funny. She was like, let's just leave now, because if we stay, we're just going to sit here and stay for 40 minutes and then leave in 40 minutes. And like, she was like a little bit drunk, but it was like, it made perfect sense. And so like some of the people had to leave, but some of the people stayed to like jump in the pool. But then they're like, we're going to have to sit back in our car ride 20 minutes to our villa.
Oh, soaking
wet.
wet. I didn't even think about that. Worth it. Fuck it.
So I was going to jump in my dress.
But you took it off. You
But
were in the
everyone
nude.
was like, you're not jumping in your dress. Like, you're crazy. This is way too nice. Like, you already got mud all over it. Like relax.
Save the dress.
Yeah. So I changed into like another white dress, jumped in. We ended up playing like a game in the pool for like an hour.
Oh my God.
And then, ended the night. Mom was like coming in the room to like clean and like check on us and stuff. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be in here. But like, she was like trying to help clean with our rooms and stuff. And it was literally like the perfect day. Like, despite the crying in the morning, like I said last week, if I could live in a permanent loop of my wedding day, I would, because literally it was perfect. Like, I got to be around like people who love and support us, and we got to just like, me and Noelle got to spend time together, and like it was just so magical.
Yeah.
It was just like the perfect day. Like, again, which is saying a lot considering I cried all morning. Like,
I know.
I would wake up every day and cry all
again.
morning
Yeah.
to have the rest of the day that I had.
Yeah.
I just want to be in that day again. I'll never have it again.
But you'll have the memory.
I'll have the memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have like thousands of photos.
Yeah.
And I don't know like how much is too much to post.
Never enough.
Never enough.
Never enough.
But seriously, the best day. And I didn't even get to the other 4 days, guys.
I know. Well, I think
Next
that
week.
was like such a fun.
That was
the
highlight,
most. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was dying to hear about that specific day. Just based on the pictures, I was like, this is like the coolest wedding I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
It was.
Thank you. And I guess, my reminder to people would be like, don't worry about all of the rituals and like the weird, rules and stuff of what do they call them? Wedding
I don't know.
rituals?
Omens.
No, wedding omens. Don't do them, or do them and find out if you like them or not. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do. And slow down and like enjoy the day. Like, just the kisses I shared with Noelle that day.
I love love.
They were just magical.
Who's that?
Oh, it's my trainer.
Stop. That's what you have him in your phone as?
That's his name.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll get to the other days, as they come.
Yeah.
Next week. we'll talk about the other days. I want to talk about kart racing.
Go
'cause
karting.
It was insane, and let me just say, I'm addicted. I'm very addicted.
How many more days? We have 4 more days.
Yeah.
I think we have 4 more days.
Yeah, we got-
You had 4 days before, 4 days after.
Yeah, I think we
Right?
got 3 days.
Love it.
Yeah, and then the honeymoon.
Add that as you guys. We're gonna be here talking about this for
Yeah, through the new year.
we'll be done in January.
Sarah's gonna have her baby.
I know. I'll be like, we have to wait because we're on day 15.
All right, love you guys. It's episode 30. We didn't even talk about episode 30.
Did we say what the- oh,
we didn't.
Oh my god, you guys, who even are we anymore?
It's because we're 30 and we're so cool.
I know.
And we have our shit together that we
So
don't even
together.
need to focus on being 30.
Who cares? We don't care. We're 30.
That's exactly what it was.
Wow. I can't believe we're talking about 30.
I know. Love you guys. Thank you for being nice.
Yeah. Ta-ta.
Okay, bye-bye.